So I took this brand from 1.95 ROAS to a 4.94 ROAS, and that in under 60 days. And in this video, I want to show you the exact process we went through, what they were doing previously, what we implemented, what we changed, and what performance it led to, so that you can just basically look at this and do the same. So when we started out together, they were spending around 120k per month. You can see the ROAS 1.95. They were at a good scale, approximately 230k revenue per month just from Facebook. But the problem was that this ROAS was not sustainable for them, and they actually really struggled and didn't know how to solve this. This is where we came in and actually changed a couple of things. So the first thing is, when we came into their account, we saw that there are many different campaigns that they were running and they were testing. For example, like CBOs, ABOs, Advantage Plus, and then even different bid strategy variations like bid caps, maximum volume for lowest cost, ROAS target, and so on and so on. Now that was already the first issue that we solved, because basically when you have all those campaigns that are targeting the same audience, they are competing against each other and bidding against each other. So you're basically nerfing your own ad account, and this is what we solved for them. What we did is we consolidated everything into fewer campaigns, and we just had one main campaign, one CBO, where we launched new ads, we scaled new ads, and that was the main campaign for the whole account. It was basically almost the whole account's performance. Now, how did we got there? You definitely don't want to just switch off all campaigns but just leave one. This would just destroy your ad account, like put your scale to 1/10 of what you currently have or whatever, and you would miss out on a lot of profit. What you want to do is slowly transition the account into this structure. And the way you do it is that you just pick one of your campaigns, ideally the one that has the best spend to ROAS or cost per acquisition balance. So for example, if you have one campaign that definitely spends way more than all other campaigns, and in comparison to that has a reasonably decent ROAS or cost per acquisition, you want to pick this campaign. And from now on, all the new ads that you launch only in this one campaign. The other campaigns that you're running, you still keep them running if they are profitable. If not, you switch them off. You keep doing this for quite a while, but after a while you will see that, well, all the other campaigns start to perform worse and worse and die out at some point, because those ads that are performing right now in those campaigns, they will die out. And as you don't add any new ads to those campaigns, but your main campaign, you will be left with only the main campaign. Now this process can take weeks or even months, depending on the scale of your other campaigns and how many ads you have in there, but that is no problem. Because more important than that, we never want to turn something off that is running profitably, because then you're just leaving profit on the table. Now, little disclaimer, there are some cases when you actually want to run multiple campaigns. And that is, for example, if you sell to another country, then you want to have one campaign per country, and that doesn't really compete against each other because they target completely different people, completely different CPMs, everything different, and then they don't compete against each other. Or if you sell to a different audience, for example, one campaign for males, one campaign for females, in case your ad angles are very different based on the gender. That way you can control the spend on the genders. For example, I have different people coming to me saying, hey, I have a really good cost per acquisition for men, but the campaign just focuses on women because that traditionally performs well. Well, in that case, you just make another campaign. In one of the campaigns, like in your first campaign, you just focus on women. In the other one, you just focus on men. Now back to our case study. So we consolidated the ad account, and that already helped the performance. You will see that the performance of the campaign that is left will improve. Now step number 2 that we took is actually reducing the budget. Now that may sound very contradicting if I'm saying we scaled them, but actually there is an ad spend ROAS correlation that not everyone knows, and that is when you increase your ad spend, the ROAS tends to go down. If you decrease your ad spend, the ROAS tends to go up. The reason for that is because if you decrease the budget, Facebook just shows the ads to less people, but basically it chooses those people that are most likely to convert, and this is where you have that. So we actually reduced the budget quite a lot, from around 120k to around 50k, and that was because they wanted to hit at least a ROAS of 4 to get again in a better financial situation. So after we did all of this, we already hit a ROAS of like 2.5 to 3. And this is where the last and third step comes in that we took. We created more top of funnel ads for them. I see a lot of brands struggling with it without even really knowing what it is or why. So basically you have a funnel, and then you have top of funnel ads, middle of funnel ads, and bottom of funnel ads. The top of funnel ads are for people who are cold and don't know your brand. Middle of funnel is people who are already familiar with your brand and also want to purchase, but just basically need a reminder or a stronger reason to buy. And bottom funnel people are basically those that are already about to purchase, or people who already purchased and are your customers and you just want to sell to them again. No, and this is why we need to talk about top of funnel ads, because those are the kind of ads that actually grow your business, not showing you more ads to those people who already know you, but actually making more people familiar with you. The problem is that most people and most brands, when they think about ads, they imagine those like TV commercials when you have a guy just talking about how good the product is so that you buy it. And this is highly ineffective on social media, because you have to understand that people come to social media because they want to be entertained, educated, because maybe they're doing some research, but certainly not to see ads and get sold. So if something starts off just like a typical TV commercial or something that people pattern recognize as an ad, they will skip it and they won't watch it. They won't even think about it. It's like an algorithm in the head. They see an ad, they skip it, they keep scrolling. So what you want to do is making your ads more organic and blend in with the organic content. It shouldn't be distinctable from the organic content, especially the first few seconds if it's a video, the video hook. As an example, you know those TikTok videos where just a creator is talking about some problem they had and then, hey, this is a product that I used and it really helped me a lot. And maybe it's not even an ad, but like just an organic recommendation. This is exactly what you want to do and blend in with the organic content. Especially the hook should be very organic. People shouldn't be able to immediately tell if it's an ad or not. And then slowly you can get into the problem state and into the solution, and then basically pitch your product as the solution. Now, one very important thing that I hear from people that are like selling fashion or like something like artworks and so on, right, is like, what's the problem? What's the solution? It doesn't really apply to my brand. This is true, but this is already a product aware market and a very sophisticated market about the product, basically, because, well, everyone knows clothes, everyone knows artworks and so on. So what you want to do instead is basically making ads that resonate with their identity. It's still important that they are mostly organic in the beginning and that they blend in with organic content and are not identifiable in the beginning as an ad. And that will get cold people to watch your ads, get familiar with your brand, and eventually purchase. This is exactly the type of ads that we made for this brand. And after we implemented it, we found some winners. And those ads actually got the ROAS up to 4.94 within just 52 days after we started working with them. So this is exactly how we did it. They got really, really profitable. In total, they still scaled, like they were spending 50K per month, but on a ROAS of almost 5, which in total is a revenue of 256K per month just from Facebook ads. And that is still more than before, but way, way more profitable. Now, if you want me to help you and do the exact same thing for your brand, click the link in the description and let's schedule a call where we can discuss it. Other than that, if you're more interested in the media buying strategy that we are running, check out this video. I show you exactly what I'm doing to scale brands so that you can just learn from that, implement it for yourself, and then scale. Keep scaling. See you there.